Hey beautiful people, welcome to the channel and the No Tarot 1122. Alright, so I guess we are going to do Libra. You are next on the list because your list. Okay, sorry. Alright, let's see what we got going on for Libra. Libra, this is not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits. Leave the rest. Feel free to check the other signs that I do post. If you like how I do my readings, hit that like button for your girl, okay? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. If you would like to book a reading with me, look in the description box for the link to my website. And also keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only, so please use your own discernment when it comes to these readings. And also keep in mind that sometimes my readings have a tendency to play out over 3 to 6 months. So there's that. All right, so anywho, let's see what we got going on for Libra. I think these are going to be pretty quick readings. Libra, August could be significant here. Or you could be dealing with somebody whose birthday is in August. Or this could be a cross-watchers read, okay? Alright, so the most difficult part of the situation is over. And then we have the sunrise after that. So, obviously, new day dawning. Possibly getting some clarity on the situation, or resolution for a situation is starting to become clearer. Okay, all right, so let's see, there could be some pathways opening up here too. All right, give me messages for Libra. Give me one more for Libra, please, and thank you. What does Libra need to know? Thank you. Someone is stubborn and unwilling to change. Oh, that's just lovely. But know that things will not always be this way. Alright, so Libra, your overall energy is a goal-oriented person. For someone here, you may be feeling that something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Or you could be dealing with somebody that is not cooperative and it's not easy to move forward with this person. I don't know. We're about to see, though. Let's see what's happening for my Libra. Libra, don't let the stubborn, aggressive person be you. I said stubborn, aggressive. I was thinking about that other person. The other card, I'm sorry. And please forgive me. My son made some freshly squeezed juices out of vegetables and some fruit here. And that shit is like crack. Let me just put it like that. I swear, I'm like, bing. I mean, it's one thing. Blueberries do that to me too, but man, whew, something about them natural juices. All right, fire though. All right, so let's see what we got going on for Libra. Was there an ending here, Libra? Okay, anywho, let's move on. Let's see what else we got going on for Libra. Libra, are you contemplating leaving someone? Or did you leave someone and you're on a break from this person here and maybe you're thinking about making it permanent? Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody here, hell, somebody might be thinking about just leaving without saying anything. Don't do that unless your safety is, at risk. But someone here may be contemplating about leaving. August could be significant, or this could have already happened last August. Let's see. Give me messages here, please, and thank you. Somebody here might be preparing, kind of indecisive here. Oh, goodness. And also, somebody here might be trying to get things together, too, so that this can happen. I can't make this up. Being very strategic, bringing things together here. Somebody here, you could really be thinking about, jumping ship on a situation. Feeling like this is not, yeah, I can't do this. Ready to make a new beginning. All right, let's see. Give me messages for my Libras. Whatever this is, this has been a long time coming here as well. Someone's thinking about a fresh start. I don't know if this is a relationship or either if it has to do with your money. But I'm kind of thinking that this is a relationship, to be completely honest. I think somebody is tired of trying to work things out with someone and you're not seeing eye to eye. You could be dealing with someone here that, say like if you are in a connection, hell, for somebody this could actually be a marriage, doesn't necessarily have to be. Maybe you're trying to compromise with this person. The words that are coming out of their mouth are telling you, hey, you know what, I really want this to work. I want to, you know, work together with you, do what it takes and put in the effort. But then that person's actions, like maybe a few weeks, a few months later, a few minutes later, this person switches back to the old program. So yeah, somebody feels like this is a lot to deal with, okay? So you may be thinking about closing out the cycle, but not sure if this is something that you should do. But for somebody here, I feel like every fiber in somebody's being is not wanting to be where they are. All right. Libra. Let's see. I guess I'll do this one. Okay, so somebody might be really on the fence here. And like I said, even though someone here hasn't made up their mind, like, to just go ahead and just like, you know what, yeah, this is your mouth. Somebody here, they still maybe, you know, stacking the money, getting things in order and things like that. So I kind of feel like subconsciously somebody here is preparing to, you know, like I said, jump ship. But it's still in the thought process. But somebody here is making plans and putting things together. And it's like, almost like if there is one more issue with this situation, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just out. We've talked about this already. And I'm good, you know? So I don't know. But also here, for someone here, somebody could have been in the Marines. Yeah, I think that's the symbol for Marines. It is. All right, so let's see. And if so, thank you for your service. All right, let's see. Give me messages, please. And thank you for Libra. Yeah, somebody's thinking about leaving this person out on the cold. And start anew. All right, Libra, what happened? Libra's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. All right, let's see. Yeah, somebody here is trying to get clarity here too. Like I said, there's a decision that is you know what? I'm going to be, you know, 1,000 with you. I honestly think Libra is on their way out of a situation here. It still looks like you're kind of indecisive about the situation. I don't know if it's the fact that, you know, you're wanting to leave this situation, but maybe not want to leave it, you know, recklessly. You know, just making sure that that person is cool and making sure that you get what you need too. But like I said, I kind of feel like somebody already made up their mind, but it looks like someone is kind of like still on the fence. I don't know. Maybe I can, you know, kind of put in a little bit more effort, give it a little bit more time. But then, like I said, someone here is preparing already, putting money up, making sure that things are paid off. You know what I mean? Somebody here may be in the middle of the night looking at new locations and things like that, just randomly, you know? All right, random, but not so random. Give me messages, please, and thank you for Libra. Yeah. So, and then, like I said, someone here, there is love for this person. You know what I mean? But whatever happened between you two, because someone here is not willing to compromise, or there's something that they do that might literally just grind your gears. You know what I mean? But just really kind of like, you know, I need you to really stop that. If you want this to work, we are going to have to work together. And if you're not willing to do that, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to shake the spot. I'm going to have to go, you know, somewhere else. Because my peace is valuable, okay? So with that being said, it looks like you don't want to just throw in the towel. But for somebody here, you've been dealing with this for a minute. Somebody here, it could have been like 7 years or something like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But like I said, someone here is kind of like, you know what? I'm not sure if I want to stay. I'm not sure if I want to leave. I don't want to make a decision and end up regretting it, okay? So somebody here is kind of indecisive. But like I said, somebody here is like, you know what? This is not worth it. Yeah, somebody's going to end up leaving. All right, give me messages, please, and thank you. And as much as this hurts, you know, this is a very painful thing, but I don't know. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with this person? Hopefully you don't have somebody that, you know, is kind of talking to you crazy and things like that. I think not. You know what I mean? Absolutely not, you know? So let's see. You gotta put some respect in your voice, sir, ma'am. Yeah, this is a burden. This is a heavy burden. Okay. So for someone here, this person comes with a lot of drama. There could be a lot of chaos here. For somebody here, you might, I hate to say it, but you could be dealing with somebody who is very promiscuous. And I'm hearing that song, Promiscuous Girl. Okay, you know what I want. Okay, so, alright, so, well, I don't know, and this could be a dude dealing with a chick like this, I don't know, I'm just here to read the cards. But for someone here, you could have actually gotten to, you know, some arguments, maybe some altercations with some people behind this person here too. And like I said, it's a lot of drama with this person. A lot of drama. A lot of chaos. This person also could have a reputation and maybe getting back to you. And there's no growth in this situation. You know, someone here is repeating cycles and things like that. And they might have some demons that they're dealing with here too. You know, there could be some substance abuse or something like that. Or, you know, maybe they're addicted to the physical thing. You know, or somebody here could just be attracted to drama. You know, chaos. So whatever it is, you're withdrawing from this situation. And like I said, you know, this is kind of, you know, not making you feel so good here because, man, what's the problem? Why you got to have everybody and, you know, and me too, you know? Settle your behind down. Can we just do this thing called, you know, family, called, you know, relationship, called marriage? Can we just do this? Why are we forever circling, you know, around, you know, spiraling around the drain? So, and for somebody here, this could be a marriage, all right? And this could be something that has been a long time coming here too. I don't know. But somebody is ready to drop the burdens here and pull back from this situation. Have the faith and courage to move forward, away from this situation. And not only move away from it, but stay away, okay? That's another thing, Libra, is that what I'm getting here is one of the reasons why somebody is having a hard time making a decision. Because you and this person may have actually separated before. But this time, it's like there's no coming back. So somebody's like, you know what? I don't want to make this decision to go ahead and permanently close this out and then regret it in the end. I need to know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. But like I said, it looks like behind the scenes, somebody's already packing their bags, you know? Again, someone here wants to drop the burden, okay, and move on from this situation. Because somebody here is dampening somebody else's life. And they're ready to close out the cycle and get things back to normal. Bring things back into balance. Make it fair. you know, for them. Somebody here, this could be a very stressful connection here, you know. So at this point in time, it kind of looks like to me, Libra, you want some peace, baby. All right, some peace and somebody that is faithful. So there's that. Where are you? You're right here. Hold on. You might be dealing with somebody that's could have some insecurities here that may you know, seek attention from other people, or you could just be dealing with somebody that's, you know, very messy and full of drama. There are people that are like that, you know. It gets peaceful and they get a little, you know, a little bothered by peace. They got to have some stuff going on. So just be mindful. And then on top of that, when you first got with this person, if you notice that that person was always, you know, what we call a busybody in somebody's business, or always in something chaotic or something like that, it might have been a bit, I don't want to say attractive. How can I say? It might have been a bit intriguing, you know, a little bit of excitement at first, you know, but then it's like, here we are years later, you still on the same ish. So you could be dealing with somebody here who is not emotionally mature. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see. Also, possibly ego driven. All right, give me messages on the person that Libra is dealing with, or the situation. What do they need to know so we can go ahead and close this out? Give me 8, please. And thank you. Financial issues. Hard to get ahead. You could be dealing with somebody here that's not contributing, or somebody that's spending too much, or you could have someone that may have some, like I said, some type of addiction or something like that. It could be affecting your finances. Also, Libra, for someone here, if you are with the wrong person, a lot of times your money will be the first thing that you will notice that will actually drain. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, and that's not for everybody. All right, let's see. It looks like you might have tried to help this person out more than once here. You might have somebody, like I said, that gravitates towards chaos. This might be somebody that has issues with their finances and things like this. You could have somebody that's very codependent, all right, in more than one way. And maybe you're tired of it, supporter. I can't make it up. Maybe you are the one that is supporting this person here as well. All right, good grief. All right, so let's see. This could be something that maybe you're regretting, because maybe, you know, you are sponsoring this person. This person could actually have, like I said, some type of addiction. Maybe they do have a sponsor here. I got so much stuff here that I'm not really saying. All right, let's see. Humiliated. All right, this is actually currently happening now. All right, and then also I feel that you're actually looking at this situation, the home life situation with this person as well. All right, there could be family members that are aware of what's going on. Maybe they're counseling you at this time. Give me messages, please, and thank you. This person is a user. Oh my gosh. All right, and this could also be somebody that may throw tantrums and things like that when they don't get what they want. All right, let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, regretful classmate. So you could have grew up with this person, didn't necessarily have to be. Yeah, like it says regretful and helpful. This is a female, like I said. For somebody here, you could have grew up with this person, went to school with this person, had a long-term relationship with this person. For someone here, you could have met this person through school or work too. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. Bad vibes. Look at this. Ew. Okay. So there's that. Unprotected sex. This person could have had a kid by somebody else. Could have, you know, got some communal disease or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe you just know that this person, anybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Get it good. I'm just saying, give me 3 more, please, and thank you. This could be an older person, or maybe you're older. All right, there is a lot of gossip plus some about this situation, about this person too, and then also about this gossip. This may be how you're finding out things about what this person is doing. All right, so this person could have a whole different life outside of your relationship. You could be dealing with somebody that's very sneaky too. I don't know. This person could be older than you. Give me messages, please, and thank you. Same age group, doesn't necessarily have to be. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. This person could also have other people around them. Other people around them, the same age group and things like that, that are supporting their behavior, or the friends, family, whoever this is that is supporting this person in their behavior. This person, they might live the same type of life. And again, here, this says current. This person is sleeping with multiple people. Okay, this could also be somebody that's kind of like into the swingers life here, where they just got it, you know, swinging it left, swinging it right, whatever. Hey, you could swing it. All right, so this could be a Pisces, doesn't necessarily have to be. And for someone, this is actually a current relationship here, and under that we have abuser. So you could also have somebody here that may, you know, kind of wild out too. Yeah, there's something about school here too. A liar. Uh-oh. Give me one more. Uh-oh. So someone here could actually say that they're going to school, or enrolled in a class or college or some type of vocational school. They could bring someone around and tell you that that person is a classmate, and it's not. It could be somebody that they're sleeping with or other curricular activities with. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. Transformation. Yeah, there's some type of change coming here too. All right, so you may have watched all of this go down, so you might be rejecting this situation, rejecting this person here as well. And then also noticing that there's some type of stagnation here too. And this person, like I said, they may have actually said that, you know, hey, maybe they started going to school or taking a course or something like that. And you may have noticed that there's some type of decline here as well. This person may have gotten preoccupied with other things. Whoever this is also is a false divine masculine or divine feminine. So for someone here, it looks like you ended up possibly with a false twin flame or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, sometimes in life, especially like, you know, you pretty good person. Most of us pretty good people. You know, you do good by people. And you just trying to live your best life. Not trying to go back and forth with them folks, right? A lot of times when you're good folks, you'll get people who leech onto you, you know. And they will try to siphon you for everything that you have. And leave you all dried up and withered and, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh, but it's real talk. You know, after these people leave your life, you're like, oh my God, they have sucked out every essence of my life force, you know? So sometimes you got to get away from these type of people, you know, and especially if you're the type of person that's, you know, wanting to help someone, you know, get out of a situation. But baby, let me tell you, if you don't know like I know, you get ready to know it now. And once you hear this, you will probably never forget it, okay? You can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. And if you are going harder to help someone help themselves, that's an issue, all right? There's that. That person should want to help themselves out of a situation. Whoever this is, they may want to come and apologize to you as well. All right, this person, there could be some type of important date or someone's birthday or anniversary or some type of celebration or whatever may be coming up. You could be literally possibly going out with that person, maybe showing up there at the same time. I don't know if you're separated already, but it kind of seems like to me that this person, you may have kind of cut communication with this person. They may try to, you know, apologize for some of the things that they've done. Apologies are cool, but if it's no change behavior, then what's the point? All right, so somebody here could be a boss, a leader, an entrepreneur. Doesn't necessarily have to be. All right, let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. This could just be you taking the lead in this situation, not really caring what this person says. Like I said, you know, you're putting in the effort to work on this situation to fix it for what's best for you, because you may realize that this person is full of ish. Let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. It looks like somebody's tired of living the same lifestyle, going through the same thing, being brave, being bold, about to do something new to fix a situation for yourself. Somebody here, you could be trying to relocate. Maybe you're looking for a new job, career change. Libra, for somebody here, you're doing a whole different setup here. All right, you could be looking for a new job and a new location here as well. For someone here, you could be going into business for yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be. For someone here also, this could be something that maybe you wanted to do for a while, and this person isn't, you know, they're not a helpmate, honey, okay? They're a hindrance, not a helpmate. All right, so maybe this is another thing that you're, you know, looking at, that maybe this person isn't supporting you the way that a partner should. All right, give me messages, please, and thank you. So you're about to do something very bold and brave to move on. All right, so maybe you are, maybe you did take a break from this person and put some distance between you and them. It says travel, holiday, departure, and arrival. So, and that is also clarifying apology, peace offering. So you could have split from this person. And hell, for someone here, you could have, you know, went visited family, just, you know, took a couple of days or whatever, a week or so. Could have fell out with this person and just decided, hey, you know what, I need a couple of ticks, you know, give me a moment to kind of woosah, and you may have found yourself in a state of peace. Okay, so this may be the deciding factor. You know, when you get away from somebody that brings calamities and chaos in your life, and you have a chance to get away from them, and your nervous system kind of, you know, settles down, and, you know, you're around pleasant people, and your money starts looking good again, you know, and you don't have this dragon breathing over your shoulder, when you're coming back, you know what I mean, and dealing with all their issues or whatever, life gets, you know, very beautiful, you know. So that peace is kind of hard to give up once you taste it. So you might be really considering, you know, moving on from this person. And you literally could be moving away from this person. Okay. I cannot. All right. So again, that is clarifying boss, CEO, leader, entrepreneur. Like I said, you're taking the lead in this situation, doing what's best for you. Possibly getting some new keys to your new spot or whatever. Or like I said, somebody here, they're like, you know, really thinking about it. For somebody here, you are actually putting plans, you know, in motion here to rectify your situation. Somebody's like, yeah, we're not doing this again. There's fights and arguments. Look at this. See? Fights and arguments. Why? Because somebody here is dealing with multiple people. Okay? Because, yeah, especially in today and age. Oh, no, honey. No little petri dishes out there. Absolutely not. All right? So somebody here, like I said, maybe you've been trying hard to fix this, to, you know, work on the situation. Baby, what if your body ain't getting enough, I can give you some more. That's not good enough. I don't know what to tell you. So you may be, you know, tired of fighting and arguing with this person, especially about their, you know, their behaviors. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. I'm going to have to close this out. So, yeah, you've learned a lot in this situation here, too. What is that? Boundaries and self-preservation. So, also, like I said, for someone here, we have house and car sold, selling something, also searching for a new job. All right, so somebody here, you could be liquidating your assets here, sweetheart, because, yeah, we got to go, got to get up out of here, okay? So with that being said, Libra, it looks like you are tired of this situation. You're moving on. And this person wants your kindness, your forgiveness. They're hoping that you'll, you know, let you back into their, they're hoping to get back into your life. And there's nothing wrong with accepting an apology, sweetheart. Nothing at all. But when someone shows you exactly how they feel about you, believe them. Okay? Believe them. Alright, so I don't know. But Libra's like, I told you. What we not getting ready to do is continue to do this. So Libra, I'm not mad at you. Give me messages, please, and thank you about this person's intentions, career. I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. All right, so I don't know. If this person is not going to school or something like this, hopefully not sleeping with somebody on the job. They say whatever it takes. All right, then. All right, it says honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. So this person plans on telling you the truth. So I don't know, but you might want to be careful and have a civil conversation with this person and just lay it out on the table. Hell, both of y'all grown folks. So say what you got to say and then do what you got to do. It is what it is. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. And then it's crazy because I'm looking at a deck of cards that I barely use. But Libra, dealing with this person, you possibly are exhausted. All right, so I don't blame you. All right, give me messages for Libra in this situation, please, and thank you. Boundaries. This opportunity will constantly push you to compromise your boundaries. Maintain and respect your limits to protect your well-being while also being an example of strength. Okay, so keep your word, do what you say you're going to do, and set some clear boundaries, because right now, just because you have allowed someone to come back and you tried to work it out, it kind of seems like this person might not take you seriously, or they may feel like you have some type of weak spot for them. All right, perseverance. Where you stop is where you'll end up. Keep going and expanding until you have reached beyond your goals. You're on the right track. And again, like I said, in this situation with this person, you could have all kind of goals, dreams, desires that you want to achieve. And you might get close to it, and then all of a sudden this person does something that snatches the rug from up under you. Okay, so especially when it comes to the finances, if you're trying to save towards something, this person may be utilizing that for something else. All right, so anyway, it's telling you to jump in. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Seize the moment and trust in your readiness as you step forward. Okay, so Libra, this is what I got for you, baby. I must stretch my legs because I've been here for a minute. But I hope all goes well for you. Take your power back. Do what's best for you, sweetheart. And yeah, you might want to kind of leave this person alone before you end up with something that you don't want to deal with. Okay, extra people, bunch of drama, and you know what I'm saying. So there's that. Anyway, y'all take care, and I'll holler at you later. Bye.